taking you out at Russia last week.
Oh, no, that's fine. It wasn't really your fault. You spun.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I tried to go for the outside because it looked like you were going to stay in the middle. And then as you
Uh-huh.
spun and came out your spin, you kind of rolled backwards.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no! I already committed to going to the outside.
Yeah,
I tried to
yeah.
cut in and I couldn't do it in time. And then of course my wheel just falls off.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, you kept my streak up though. My races have gone bad, good, bad, good, bad, good every race, and it's still going.
There we go. Now I feel a bit better about myself.
Yeah, it was. I was destined to get screwed in that race somehow.
Yeah.
I'm yet to break the streak. In theory, Monza should go well if the streak continues all season. So
Oh, we'll have to wait and see then.
I don't know, it's actually quite fun to have this streak going.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bit weird, but we take it. A glass of water. Oh, we've got some people on outlaps.
Yeah, I think we have, who is that? Benny gonna start his lap first?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Benny's
so
on a lap.
Yeah.
Are you streaming? I don't know if they're on yet.
Yeah, I am. We've started
Oh,
now.
perfect.
A whole 2 viewers.
Ride
I
aboard
just
with
got the
Benny.
notification. So yeah, on board with Benny, as he navigated the first chicane quite nicely, and now he steams towards the second chicane. I don't know the names of any of these turns. I should probably, other than Ascari, I should probably figure that out.
Parabolica, we've got. I know that one.
Oh, yeah, true, yeah.
Other than that, I'm not sure. They're going around the Lesmos.
The Lesmos,
Taking
yes.
the first one.
There we go.
Second one's gone pretty well. Though he's maybe a little bit under the limit, but he's playing it safe. First lap, looking pretty good. Into a story. Let's have a look.
Nice job.
Nice
for
cut on the
first half.
inside.
Yeah. Capsule.
Oh, he's taking a risk
Oh, a
here.
bit
The inside
wide.
cut. Is that invalid?
No, he's still good. He kept it
Okay.
in, so he's as long as he doesn't go too wide on the exit of Parabolica, he should be on for what looked like a pretty good lap, to be completely honest.
It does. I think maybe a little bit under limit again in Parabolica. Got a lot of
Yeah.
room on the outside he could have taken.
Comes
What
across the
time's it gonna
line,
be?
129.7. So we'll see how that compares to everyone else, as DeRoy and Hypernova will be the next ones. DeRoy will be first to come across the line next, as long as he doesn't invalidate, of course. A bit wide in the first Lesmo. And then, let's see here, as he comes through the second Lesmo. A bit wide as well, and
Ooh,
on the
that's
exit,
invalid, that's
he
invalid.
invalidates, yeah. So Hypernova now. It looks like he's pulled out. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just getting a bit of a... Yeah, he's pulled out.
Oh, no, yeah, he's pulled out. There, have you got anyone else on laps? I think, DeRoy, I guess, is going to be... Is Benny on the lap, or is Benny?
He
Benny.
might actually be on another lap. He might just be going back to back. Let's see. What
He doesn't
his,
seem to go... he's going a bit slow, I don't think he is...
Well,
don't
we'll see
think.
what his sector
Unless-
2 time shows. He's coming up to it now.
Let's have a look.
Oh yeah, he's lifting.
Yeah,
so
he's lifting.
yeah.
Yeah, he's lifting.
Alright, well, he remains at the top for now. Oh, almost lost it.
Well, Hypernova's giving DeRoy a toe by the look at it.
Yes, oh yeah, you're
Yeah,
right,
he
he
is.
is.
Yeah, he is.
So, team orders, or not team order, team strategy, I guess, coming into
Yeah, I'm
Monza here.
assuming Hypernova's going to back off this lap and DeRoy's going to go at full force.
Or what Hypernova might do is just try and hang on to DeRoy for as long as possible, and then DeRoy... Actually, no, that wouldn't make much sense.
Unless he
Yeah,
wants DeRoy to give him a slipstream on the way back when he starts his lap. But then he's going to ruin his tyres, so we'll see how that
Yeah.
goes. Hypernova's
Oh, I
almost
see.
spun out
Yeah,
the
almost.
chicane anyway.
Almost lost it. Tom Piroga out on a lap on wets. Good to see that he's gunning for pole position. So yeah, drivers have the option of mediums and softs today for qualifying, and then obviously wets if you choose to do so as well.
Is there a reason why he would go out on wets?
I don't know. I think it's
Any
just
idea?
something he likes to do because last time he went out on inters, so just something I guess that he enjoys doing. I guess maybe just to get used to the track. That's the only logical reason I can see behind it.
A big slide there. When we were racing around Russia, the game gave me the tyres, oh sorry, Austria, the game gave me tyres that I didn't select, so it could be that. Jory has some bad legs again, by the way, so
Yes.
he will not be setting them out.
Yeah, Hyped Nova now is going to get a decent slipstream off his teammate. Yeah, he's going to get a pretty nice. Albatross goes quickest, 129.2, so a whole half second quicker than Benny. It's important to mention that, as Albatross got quite close to the back of DeRoy coming into the first chicane. Important to mention that...
Hyped Nova had to swerve around, I think, at Albatross then, coming down the main straight and go onto the grass.
I thought it was Albatross that swerved in front, out of the way of, or DeRoy was going slowly, so I think Albatross swerved away from DeRoy.
Oh, I thought
I'm not sure
Hyped.
though. They're all similar looking cars, so who knows?
Yeah, one of them swerved.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
So yeah, Albatross, unofficially on the PS4 leaderboards, is quickest in the world in the wet around Monza, and AGHM Tiger, who is in the Prema, is quickest in the world on time trial in the dry here at Monza. So theoretically, this should be quite the exciting race.
Fastest F2 league in the world.
Yeah,
Right here.
that's our marketing campaign.
TRL, the fastest F2 league in existence. Oh,
Yep.
Benny on the grass. Benny on the grass on his outlap. That looks...
Huh,
Where is he?
interesting.
Is that the Lesmo?
Second Lesmo, yeah. You can pull up the track map if you need to.
Oh yeah, got it. Yeah, around the Lesmos.
I can see he might have
Lucky
dropped
the
it on the exit of the first Lesmo and then just spun because he looked like it was before the second Lesmo. So probably.
Interesting to be pushing that hard, I guess, on an outlap.
Yeah, that is true. Merv Martin goes second, 4/10 down on Albatross, 129.6. And Merv, if he outscores, who was it, AGHM Tiger, I believe, by 9 points, he wins the drivers. So Merv going to be opportunistic today, I'm sure, trying to get as many points as he possibly can.
I know Merv likes to do 2 laps in a row, and he is actually half a tenth up on his first lap.
Oh, and Het Boompje is going very slowly before the Ascari, so he's clearly waiting for Merv, it looks like. Maybe to tow him right after Ascari. That's not a bad place to give a tow.
I think he'll tow him around, just in full parabolica.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see that now. Merv is coming up to him. Get Merv, hopefully, for Merv's sake, onto provisional pole. He is a 10th up currently. I don't know if that's going to be enough, because he is 4/10 down on Albatross this time.
Here we go. Oh, Het Boompje, I think, has
Boompje
lost a bit of
little
speed.
slow.
Yeah. Oh, and they haven't communicated it. No.
Oh.
That was not the cleanest communication, but so Merv will have lost a bit of time because he ran onto the grass with his tires, or two sets of tires. We'll see how much it affects him though as he comes to the line. Yeah, he doesn't improve. 2/10 down. So
Lost 3.
yeah, a bit of a shame there.
Boompje, though, who's going to be getting a tow from Merv now. Is Merv going to duck out the way right at the last second? He's not.
Maybe not. So what they might do here is compromise the first chicane a bit, and then he might get a nice slipstream down to the second chicane, which is an interesting strategy.
It is. Will that pay off? I think Merv's still trying to give him a tow, or is Merv just doing a third lap? I think he's giving him a tow.
Yeah, he is giving him tow because I think he should. Oh, maybe not because he still hasn't pulled out the way. So interesting stuff here. Merv dips his rear wheels into the gravel, and this is where it's going to hurt
this to be
Boompje.
going.
Yeah, I don't quite understand what's happening. It's quite unconventional to see a teammate give someone a tow around the entire lap, but I mean, I guess if that's what Compost is going to try and do, then fair enough. And
Merv is up on his lap.
oh, so maybe we've
Marginally.
been looking at the wrong person this entire time.
Maybe we have been. He's up on his lap, only by 200s, but he is up.
Okay.
So maybe Merv is actually pushing, and then we'll dip out this lap to Rumpier.
This might actually not be a bad... If maybe they're thinking that if Het Boompje might lose a bit of time through the turns, but they think that there's enough straights and enough opportunities for slipstream that Het Boompje can gain all that time back that he loses through the turns
Merv
on the long
backing off
straights.
here. I think he's going to give Rumpier a
Yeah,
turn.
this is definitely a slipstream here.
Yeah.
So
There we go.
Merv Martin did improve a
Improved
bit.
a little bit.
Yeah. And Het Boompje set a 129.9, but that was behind his teammate for the entire lap. So now, I think we'll be able to see his true pace. Jack the Lad
And we've
also
now got, yep,
fifth
I was
place.
Say, Jack the Lad improving. A little outlap. DeRoy outlap. Hypernova outlap as well.
two big hitters though.
Boompje locking up a bit there.
AGHM Tiger and Lorik still in the pits, so clearly waiting until the track ramps up a bit as we hop back on board with Het Boompje as he's 3/10 up, so through the first sector. So that's quite the improvement. If he can continue that trajectory, which theoretically he should, through the second and third sectors, this could be quite a fine lap from Het Boompje. 4/10 up through the second sector, so gained a 10th.
He did get a toe around this last sector where he won't lose much time from following people, so he may lose a little bit of time.
That
around
is
here.
true.
We'll see. We'll see. There's a big gap in time between 4th and 5th, I must say. He's locked up, gone a bit deep. Takes the exit nicely though. How will he fare as he crosses the line?
Not a bad lap.
5/10 improvement.
Yeah, not a bad lap indeed.
Goes ahead of Merv,
129.4.
jumps his teammate. Yeah, it's good.
This will be
Boompje.
interesting to see what happens if Boompje ends up qualifying higher than Merv. Because obviously we know Merv has a chance at the title at the Constructors, so we'll see if Het Boompje voluntarily gives the place to Merv and kind of maybe holds up as much as he can the rest of the field from Merv. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
I can't imagine he would. Merv only needs 9 points. He should be fine. I can't imagine
Yeah.
he'd let him through when Boompje's probably got his own championship fights going on.
That is true. That is true.
Boompje nearly losing it around the Lesmos.
Merv
Merv
looks to
appears
have been
to be
out of
very
gas.
slowly.
Yeah, he is
Yeah.
taking a leisurely drive around Monza.
I'm
Taking
sure
a
he
wave at
runs
the
out.
fans.
He does. He runs out of fuel every time he's doing qualifying Merv. He always underfuels and then ends up in low fuel mode.
Actually,
right at the end.
the thing with F2 cars is they don't actually, you don't set fuel, so you have a set amount of fuel. Everyone goes out with the same amount of fuel. So I think it's like
Oh, do they?
5 laps, I think, that you can do. Or 5 laps of fuel, that's actually like 4 laps maybe. Actually, maybe it is 5 laps, I don't know. But they all
Maybe
have
you
the
didn't,
same, so...
change it to rich, but I didn't know you couldn't change the fuel when you actually go out on the lap. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
Who have we got on lap? DeRoy has invalidated again, but he is now in 4th, so he has set a time. Benny's also set a time. Benny's now 29.7, only 200ths behind DeRoy, so it's very close between those two. So the gap back to 6th. with Jack the
Hypernova up by
Lad.
2 seconds through the second sector. Doesn't
He is.
invalidate through Ascari so far. He just has to manage the exit. Does a nice job as well. So Hypernova could be on a pretty tasty lap time if he can hook it up through. I already forgot the last
Parabolica.
turn. Parabolica. There we go. There's going to be a lot of that today. That's how he
On the
rounds
grass.
Oh, he went
no.
very wide. No,
On the
no,
gravel, in the wall. Luckily, he doesn't lose his rear wheel around there. Pushed it a little bit too hard.
Yeah, a bit eager on the throttle on the exit, and unfortunately it cost him. It would have been a good lap as well. He was 2 seconds up, so that would have put him at least in 6th, maybe a bit higher if he could have improved through the third sector as well. So now there's a bit of that lull. No one's really out other than Tom Piraga. Still out on... No, he's on mediums now, so... good to see.
Little was out and invalidated, so he was also intending to set a lap, but unfortunately can't. So I assume Stuart Little is going to immediately change his tyres, come back out again for a lap. I think Benny's on a lap as well. He is. Benny's just starting his lap.
I'm going to go for a
Coming
sec.
to
I'll be
turn 1
like
and 2.
3 minutes.
That's fine. So it's turn 1 and 2. We have Benny setting a decent, having a decent chicane. Coming around heading towards the second chicane. He's tucking in nicely towards the right-hand side of the slightly curved straight. He cuts the first part nicely, and the second part. He takes that second chicane very well, dips his front left onto the gravel a little bit, but otherwise, pretty nice from Benny. First Lesmo, pretty good. First Lesmo, pretty quick. Second Lesmo again. Oh, good cut on the inside, and uses all the track on the outside. It's a good lap from Benny so far. We'll see coming into Sector 2 if he's up or down. I'm not sure at the moment. Let's have a look. He's 4/10 up, so Benny potentially comes through, and he invalidates around Ascari. Oh, he's invalidated it. He cut it a little bit too much on that inside curb and has lost his lap. With that, he could have been on for potentially a second place there, Benny, with that lap. Unfortunately, invalidating on those soft tyres. Jack the Lad is on an out lap. Tom Piaraga's on a lap. Coming up to Ascari. He's 5 seconds up on his lap currently. Not bad around Ascari. But he has gone wide on the exit, and that is also an invalidation. Is Benny going to start his lap immediately again? Benny is starting his lap. You're going to stay with Benny. Brake into turn 1. Cuts the inside nicely of 1 and 2. Should get a decent exit here. Although his tyres will be slightly more worn now than they were on their first lap, so this might not be as quick as the last one. We'll see as he comes around, sticking very, very tight on the right-hand side there. Coming into the second chicane. Cuts it beautifully. That was a really nice second chicane. It does dip his wheel on the gravel on the outside. He didn't need to do that. That was almost a bit lazy there. Coming around the first Lesmo. Very nice from Benny. Second Lesmo again. Very good. I think, Andre, have you returned?
Yeah, I have. I am back.
Benny was 5/10 up on a lap and invalidated around Ascari, so he was potentially on for a P2 there, or maybe even a P1. He's still 5/10 up, though, coming into Ascari again.
Come on, Benny. Oh. Almost lost it.
Sliding around Ascari, but he's held it. He's held it.
Fair play.
Could we see Benny taking P2 from Bumpier, or maybe even taking P1, depending on how well he takes Parabolica? Locking up, touching the grass, maybe not ideal. I think he might have lost a little bit of time around there. Comes across the line.
Still not bad.
Up, he does take P2. He takes P2, almost P1. Almost taking P1 there from Albatross.
Important to keep in mind, though, this is the soft tires, so he will have had the tire advantage.
Yes.
But still, nonetheless, we'll see where that puts him come the end of the session. Now, obviously, the tires just get worse and worse. So he'll be nursing them as much as he can if he wants to go out for another lap.
Jack the Lad about to complete his lap. Coming up to Parabolica
6/10 up through Sector 2. So this could be quite the improvement as well.
Parabolica looking a bit interesting. I'm not sure about that line.
A very tight line. So he comes across the line.
Might have lost
Respect for the 1.4 second improvement, but still not quite
big improvement.
Where the top 5 is. So he'll be looking to go again.
Exactly. We have got AGHM Tiger. It's coming around Parabolica now. So not Parabolica, Ascari. Coming up towards Parabolica. So we will get a gauge of what kind of lap time he's going to set.
Lorik, meanwhile, so say 128.7 to put him on provisional pole on the soft tires, though. So I don't think he even went out on mediums, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I don't think he did. Quick lap from him.
He's just going straight to it. But now as AGHM comes across the line, the main championship contender here as he goes 6th. So
he is on mediums. He is on mediums,
but only a 10th, actually a bit less than a 10th off of Merv Martin. So not terrible, but Albatross at the moment looking like the favorite for pole position. A 129.2 on medium. So if he can just do the same on softs, he might have a good chance. But never count anyone out, obviously.
Stuart Little up to P4 with a 29.3. Big improvement there after he validated his other laps. Big improvement. On soft tyres as well. So we'll see whether Merv, Bumpier, Benny can improve. Albatross can improve when they get their soft runs in. Mervin is now on an outlap.
The Carlins look to be doing something similar to what Bumpier and Merv were doing. It looks like DeRoy is going to be following Hypernova around for this lap, and then Hypernova will give him a tow at the end of this lap. We'll see, though. Unless Hypernova pulls out.
My concern with this is the tyre wear. Surely they're just wearing their tyres, doing an extra lap at full
Yeah.
speed.
Yeah, it's... Oh, his Hypernova almost lost it. Ooh, Stuart Little needs to
I'm
get
not
out the
sure if this
way.
is worth it for them. He has just about looking on ball with Deroy. He looks like he's got out the way quite comfortably. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if they're going for a lap here, or if they're going to pull out, or they're going to go to the main straight. This is an
This is
tactic.
interesting
They're
because
just
it looks
falling
like
to the
Deroy
ground.
is still quicker than Hypernova, even when he's behind
Yeah.
him. So this is hurting Deroy. He's still 4/10 up on his time, so Deroy's still gonna improve, but that's because he's on soft.
Yeah.
So we'll see if this is just what we were thinking. Hypernova is gonna pull out. But yeah, like you were saying, this is interesting because it is wearing their tires out, and ideally you just want to one and done. You know, get in a lap that you're happy with and be done with it. But then again,
These F2 tyres wear a lot faster than the F1 tyres as well.
Yeah.
So
all right, moment of truth.
he does improve
Hypernova.
Deroy.
DRS isn't open, so yeah, this is a tow for sure. Deroy now is going to try and improve his lap time. So coming into the first chicane, a bit deep actually.
Yeah.
But he's going to try and.
Yeah.
Oh, Hypernova might actually have just played the system.
He's
He cut the
chicane
first
to try and give him
corner
another toe.
and might give him another tow. I don't know how legal or not that was, but fair enough, fair play. No one said you couldn't. Deroy actually down by very minimally, 13 milliseconds on his personal best time through sector
Turn
1.
would have helped, wouldn't have hurt him then. Turn one would have
Hypernova
hurt him.
still not getting out the way of Deroy, so this is going to hurt Deroy through the middle sector, I would presume.
I assume he's going to try and give him a toe down here and into Parabolica as well. I don't think he'll pull that away just for Ascari, because Ascari's going to be quite hard to get out of the way of beforehand. I think he's going to tow him all the way around.
Yeah. Oh, no, maybe
Oh,
not.
no, he's gonna pull out the way.
Oh, that could have been...
And that's invalid now as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's not invalid, but
Not
it,
invalid,
yeah, he's
but-
pulled out of it
yeah.
because there's no point. That's a bit of a shame. A miscommunication, like we saw from the Campos boys as well, so... Interesting.
Yeah. Mervin coming around Parabolica. Let's see what kind of time he's going to set on his first lap on the softs. I don't see him and Bumpy together this time, so... I'm not sure.
4/10 improvement.
391. It is.
Wow.
Bumpy is on an outlap. Look, where is Bumpy at? Let's have a look.
He's in,
Look at the Lesmo.
coming up to the second Lesmo, yeah. So, Stuart Little
wonder-
goes even quicker.
He
128.9,
does.
so Stuart Little, second place at the moment. Merv looking in a bit of difficulties, in quali at least so far. Lorik, I mean, this just shows you how good of a lap that was by Albatross on the mediums. To only be half a tenth down on Merv Martin's soft tire run. Obviously, we don't know. Merv Martin could have messed up, but he's down by almost 2/10 through the first sector on this run of his, so...
I
Yeah.
was having a look at Bumpier to see if he was going to slow down and give Mervin a tow, but he's not doing that. So they've
They might have-
abandoned the towing strategy by the look of it.
They've scrapped the idea, it seems.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, he might
So-
get this and next lap invalidated. He went wide. Yep, I think he did because he's going into the pits now. Okay.
That's going
a
to
shame.
be... Yeah, that's going to upset Bumpier. He's not going to be happy with that one.
Yeah, now it's going to give him one run max at the end if he can get out in time.
Exactly. Mervin is half a tenth down on his best lap, but he is still going. He got a slight tow actually from Tom up towards Parabolica. So we'll see if this maybe helps him. Will he improve in Parabolica? I don't know. Will he go for a third straight lap? He might do. But as
Looks
he
like
comes
he's
around,
pitting.
takes
Oh, no,
some
maybe
nice
not.
Parabolica, I think there. He comes across the line.
Minimal improvement.
Yeah, minimal. Not sure that's going to make or break him. We'll see. Half a tenth could help.
He could
And he
still
appears to
go
be
for another
pushing
lap
again
though.
for a
I
third
think.
straight lap.
I think this will
It
be his
looks like
last
he
one
is.
though. Who? Sorry,
Looks like he's going again.
Merv. Oh, Benny invalidated through the start chicane. Was very aggressive there on the exit, riding the exit curve and just cut it a bit too much.
There you go. Bumpier's on his way back out. He's going to need to get a bit of a move on, I think, in these F2 cars. But he should be fine because Monza is a relatively short track.
Yeah.
But he won't want to. He might want to get 2 laps in, so he's going to have to essentially get a bit of a move on.
All right.
Albatross
the moment
has started the lap.
Yeah, Albatross is on a lap now, and he does have his teammate placed. No, that isn't his teammate. That's Hypernova. His teammate is farther up the road though, so we'll see if that plays into any strategy later. We'll see what this improvement is through Sector 1 as he comes to the Sector 1 timing line.
I believe
2/10 improvement.
Is on a lap.
Oh, Lork is on a
I
lap.
don't think
Okay.
he'll
Oh,
be
he
slowing
invalidated. Albatross invalidates through the first, or through the second chicane, so it's going to put a bit
He
more
should
pressure on
have
him.
time to get round for another lap, but
Yeah.
yes, more pressure.
Yeah, and pressure can do things. That's for sure. Who else? Benny? Oh, Benny almost loses it. Oh, that would have been the save of a century. Unfortunately, just lost it after like 5 corrections. The 6th one, he couldn't save it.
Lorik was
yeah.
half a tenth up on his lap into sector 2. I think it was half a tenth. It might have been 10.5. Didn't quite see, but as he comes around Parabolicus across the line, you could see an improvement from the man on provisional pole.
Taking an interesting line to the line.
And we do 2/10 up,
Yeah.
or 10.5 up. He's done well.
It's going to put even more
That's
pressure on
gonna be
Albatross now to put in a solid lap. Speaking of Albatross,
Exactly.
he starts his lap now. Steaming down towards the first chicane. Let's see how he does through here. He could have definitely cut the first part of the chicane a lot more. Elects not to stay off the curb though. Don't know if that was intentional or if he just went a bit deep.
Not 100% sure, maybe just missed his turning point by a little bit.
Yeah, he's 2/10
He is 2/10
up though,
up,
so...
though.
Yeah, it took
Maybe
a
he
lot
doesn't
less
like that
curb there.
curve.
Yeah.
Cautious this time around from Albatross. Into the second chicane.
Bit wide
Yes,
for the
that's
second Lesmo. Nice on the exit though. Gotta watch out on the exit of these Lesmos. They're very easy to lose the rear. Does a nice job through the second one. Opens up DRS and now steams towards Ascari. Potentially, probably, I think most people can agree, one of the most difficult corners on the track.
4/10 up.
So if he does,
Could be on for a good lap here.
he needs about 3/10
3/10
through the last sector. That's a pretty big ask. He will have one more lap after this though.
It is. And the softs will be a big improvement around Parabolica though, so maybe he will be able to. We'll see how this goes.
He did a nice job, I think. Yeah, as
Yeah,
long as he
looks
doesn't
like
go
a
too
pretty good
wide.
line.
Oh my gosh.
Holds it. He holds it.
And he does go P2.
Oh, he does
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Oh, he so nearly did it. I thought he was
He
going to do it then. He was 100th off. So, yeah, 100th off. Wow. That is so close between the two of them. Maybe if he
12
did go quite as
milliseconds.
wide, maybe he would have done it. It was very
Yeah.
close.
Alright, well, he just needs the minimalist of improvements. Oh, it's AGHM Tiger.
AGHM Tiger.
Out of nowhere,
Wow.
a 128.1. 4/10 clear of Lorik and Albatross in the Trident. This could shape up to be an Italian 1-2-3, as AGHM Tiger
Not at all what
invalidates
Mervin
now.
wants. And Mervin is out of fuel, so Mervin is not going to be doing another lap.
Merv, the title challenger, or the title the potential title winner after this race, down in 5th, and his nearest challenger, AGHM Tiger, on pole. So, Merv has a battle on his hands, that's for sure. But, I don't want to jinx this. I really don't want to jinx this for AGHM Tiger. But we know so many times in the past, he's shown so many good qualifying performances, just to fall down to last place after turn 1. So, I really don't want to jinx him, but he does tend to struggle, I think, on first laps. Whether it's his fault, I think a lot of it is just he just gets really unlucky. But AGHM Tiger will definitely be hoping to clear the first chicane cleanly, and then he can just focus on the road ahead and yeah, closing the gap to Merv.
Albatross wasn't happy crossing the line, wiggling his wheel all over the place. Clearly wasn't happy with his final lap.
Yeah.
Bumpier crossing the line, improves to 8th, ahead of Benny. Hypernova across the line.
Doesn't improve.
Doesn't improve.
Jack the Lad could
Jack the
still
Lad coming
improve.
around
He's
the
up by half
side.
a second.
6/10 up. 6/10
Yeah,
up.
yeah, sure. 6.
Won't be enough for P10. I don't
Unless he pulls
think,
out a
unless he
magical
gets a
third
massive
sector.
rush again.
Yeah.
Lost game? Sorry, lost corner.
Parabolica a bit wide. Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
It's funny. You can tell with his steering movement. He's on the pad because it's side by side.
Exactly. I like to think, despite being on a controller, I at least feel like I'm relatively smooth.
Yeah, I always
At least
found it
I
so
think so.
difficult to be smooth on the controller. It's just so limited, I don't know. Found it very difficult.
There's very little range of movement. It is hard with the controller.
So AJHM Tiger with that pole position, 4 points. So now 5 points. Wait, I need to check the standings. But AJHM Tiger nonetheless closes the gap, even though minimally, to Merv Martin. Lorik will start on the front row alongside him. Albatross in third. So 3 Italians in the top 3 at the Italian Grand Prix. De Roy in fourth. Stuart Little fifth. Merv Martin sixth. A bit of a surprise. Tom Piraga seventh. And I didn't quite catch the rest of them. I think Het Boompier was eighth. So yeah, no heroics into the first turn, everyone. And
before this race, AGHM Tiger was on 190 points and Mervin was on 249. So there's a big gap between them.
There is a big gap. But you never know. Merv could get swiped into turn 1. And,
he could do. And AGHM Tiger could win the next 2 in a row.
Exactly.
We'll see how this goes. It could
he
be
could
close.
sweep
In
it.
F2, anything can happen.
Exactly.
For the points, we've got Boompier is in 5th. So Boompier a bit off Mervin. Maybe he will sacrifice himself to help. I'm not sure, but his nearest challenger really is De Roy, who's 10 points behind him. So he won't want to necessarily lose many points, Boompier here.
I personally don't think. I mean, you never know, but I don't think Het Boompier will be thinking too much about finishing P5. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know.
Yeah, he is behind Merv, so he'd have to get ahead of him and then help him. But maybe hold up De Roy. We'll see.
Oh shoot! Did I not? Oh, I don't think I put a formation lap. Wait, is there a formation lap? Or is this the race?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Whew.
I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah. They're going off slowly.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Formation lap is underway, despite slight concerns. We've got a good race now, hand here. AGHM Tiger showing massive qualifying pace. Lorik obviously showing extremely fast pace as well, and Albatross messing up, wasn't particularly happy by the looks of his, well, at least his car body language as such. But he is the world record holder, I believe you said. So we could see some extremely fast pace from him in third. And third, obviously, not so bad starting place. You can overtake around Monza, so we could see a lot of overtaking. We could see a big shuffle around in the field. You never know. We could see lots of cars getting stuck in each other's slipstream. We'll see how this race goes out. It depends whether any DRS trains form or people spread out. Exciting race ahead of us, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It will definitely be an exciting one. 15 laps. Yeah. I really, for AGHM Tiger's sake, I really hope that he gets off the line well. I would like to see, no offense to Merv, I love Merv, but I would like to see this title fight go down to Brazil. I think that would make things really exciting, especially since in Brazil, you never know with the weather, you know, Brazil offers so many different scenarios. I think it would make things really, really exciting. I would really be bummed if I did end up missing that race, but hopefully I'll be there.
Brazil is a very, very, very fun track to drive as well.
Yes, yeah, definitely a lot of challenges though with it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Tan1212 in the chat. Hashtag analysis. Yeah, Half Shot Ferry bringing us the best analysis in the field, keeping you up to date with what you need to know.
Here are some analytical skills. Around Brazil, speaking of Brazil, turn 2 is horrific for track limits. If you go turn a little bit too early, you do lose laps.
Yeah.
De Roy has been disqualified from this formation lap, so we'll see how cold his tyres are, how much will that affect his start. Could be bad for him. Could be bad, we'll see.
Alright, here we go. As we get ready to start.
Jack the Lad is just lining up now as we speak, so all in place.
Alright, as we have 5 red lights for the Italian feature race, but a bit of a glitch. And away they go. Lorik actually seems to get a pretty nice launch off the line. He's going to be side by side with AGHM Tiger as well. He's going to defend him into turn 1. Stuart Little was thinking of making it side by side into turn 1. Lorik, sorry. Oh, as AGHM Tiger actually got a bit, lost some traction on the exit of the chicane. So that drops him down to 3rd, and now 4th as Albatross looks to get past him. Lorik taking full advantage of this, and he's side by side with Stuart Little coming into the 2nd chicane. Who's going to merge out on front? Someone on the grass. I don't know who. What was that? Please don't tell me that was AGHM. That was AGHM Tiger. Wait, no. That was Tampiraga.
No? Oh. Yeah, no, it was.
Tampiraga.
He was right. We're getting the cars confused. He is out of the race, and we have got a virtual safety car.
What
So everything's going to
happened
calm down. We have Lorik in first, Stuart Little second, Albatross staying in third, Egyptian Tiger down to fourth, Mervyn in fifth, right behind his title rival, DeRoy is sixth, Hypernova seventh, Pumpier still in eighth, Benny ninth, Jack the Lad 10th.
Yeah, so yeah, HHM Tiger again, not the best of starts. He seemed to just get a bit too eager on the power out of the first chicane. He did a good job defending coming into it, but on the exit, unfortunately, side by side with Lorik, got too excited maybe. As we're back underway now, and Lorik and Albatross. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Has Stuart Little just overtaken?
I think he has. I think he got a nice jump, but he is way wide through Parabolica. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a warning. And Lorik now will have a lovely slipstream. Down on Stuart Little into the first chicane. They're going to go side by side. Who's it going to be? Who's braver on the brakes? They're equal, basically. But Lorik's going to have the inside line. And looks like he takes the lead away back from Stuart Little. HHM Tiger maintaining fourth place at the moment. Had Bumpier and Hypernova side by side out of the chicane. I think Had Bumpier will speed ahead though. Yeah, he is slightly ahead. No, they're still side by side.
Lorik and Stuart Little touching each other, and I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Oh, there we go. Stuart Little had to cut the chicane, and now Lorik has gone in front. Because of them touching side by side. Very close from those guys.
Oh, as that
what
is...
there?
Stuart Little is off into the gravel.
I can't tell if he spun or got hit. Because that looked really weird from my onboard of him.
That was, yeah, that's a weird place to lose the car if you are. It looked like he lost it on the entrance, leading me to think that it might have been a slight contact from whoever was behind him, and that would have been...
Albatross behind him.
Oh, Albatross, it was behind him. Okay, so, let's see. It doesn't look like Albatross has any front wing damage. So if he did hit Stuart Little, he did get away with it. And HHM Tiger seems to be struggling a bit, actually.
He's on medium, so Lorik and HHM Tiger on mediums, Albatross and Merv on softs. So this could be interesting to see how this plays out as the race goes on. Actually, so Tiger might lose some time now, but he may come back at Merv later on as Mervyn is going for an overtake down the inside. Albatross, Tiger slightly later on the brakes, but Merv has the inside line and will be able to make the move just about.
So this is good for Merv. He'll be happy to see his main rival in his mirrors. But if they did finish like this, I don't think he would have secured the championship yet. So there is still a glimmer of hope for HHM Tiger.
And he's on the medium, so if he can stay with Merv, then this would be good for him, especially in the second stint here.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes. It doesn't look like Merv is really pulling away, to be honest, at least not immediately. So, and with the DRS now, we could definitely see Tiger staying with him. You have a yellow flag.
Ooh, that is Had Bumpier in the barriers.
Bumpier is in the wall. Looks like I reckon he got on the gravel there, the exit the first Lesmo.
Benny's going to look to get past him as well, I think. No, Benny might go side by side with him into Ascari if he gets enough of a slipstream, which it doesn't look like he is going to get.
No, I thought he would have gained a lot more there.
Yeah, it's surprising.
Weird.
Ooh,
Albatross
right
wide. Behind. LOL.
Yeah, Albatross making those soft tires work a lot quicker than the mediums.
Merv in the pits.
Merv Martin
in the pits immediately. Wow.
Let's see if this is
very early stop, I'd imagine.
Front wing. I don't think it is. Yeah, no front wing, so just an early stop, trying to undercut. Interesting strategy here from Merv. He said he wasn't going to be too aggressive, but I think the undercut is a bit of an aggressive strategy. Maybe just defending the uppercut, who knows. Nonetheless, we'll see how this plays out. HHM Tiger with more difficulties. He's down in 6th. I don't know what happened. It looked like he spun. Getting underway though now, slowly again. And that is someone as well. Benny looked like he spun through the first chicane as well. So Benny and HHM Tiger so far with races to forget. Yeah, it's unfortunate to see. HHM Tiger always has very quick qualifying pace, but he never seems to be able to hook it up in the race.
Speaking of that, Albatross has gotten past Lorik.
That is true. He has gotten past. Nice little advantage now as well. 1 second already. So I don't know when exactly he got past, but I'm assuming relatively recently. So our second already means that he did a good job of. Well, shows that he clearly has the pace over Lorik at the moment. But that's not really much of a surprise. He is on the soft tires. But those will be dying off soon, as just as I said, he goes wide, and that is a 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. So the first penalty dished out to Albatross, who then responds with the fastest lap. But yeah, interesting stuff. As AGHM Tiger now. Oh, sorry, Stuart Little in the pits as well, so looking to get the undercut, or defend from the undercut of Merv, who is coming up to Parabolica now. So he'll definitely jump Stuart Little, that's for sure. And yeah, Merv Martin just has some nice clean air. And he will look to hopefully undercut the rivals ahead of him as much as he can. Not too much happening now. This is the lull in the race, where everyone's just kind of spread out doing their own thing, focusing on yeah, not pushing too much and losing it all. It is very easy, actually, to lose a lot of time here at Monza if you mess up. Going wide, gravel traps are quite nicely dispersed, I should say, throughout this track. So if you do end up going off the track, high chances are you'll end up in the gravel. Obviously, gravel loses you a lot of time, and it continues to affect you for about half a lap because you still have gravel on your tires, making them have a lot less grip. AGHM Tiger, meanwhile, fastest lap, so getting back into his groove, it seems, as he tries to close back to Hypernova.
Lorik is starting to catch Albatross, and Lorik is on the mediums, Albatross on the soft. I think those softs might be starting to drop off.
Yeah, it would make sense, considering Merv Martin and Stuart Little have both pit to get off the softs, and onto the mediums. So it's going to be soon now that Albatross pits, I would assume.
Mervin has had a massive undercut here, so he either is going to be, this is what's called a massively smart strategy plan here, and will be way ahead of Albatross with a massive undercut, or he's going to really struggle towards the end of this race here.
Yeah. Yeah, there's pros and cons to every decision in motor racing, so yeah.
Exactly.
And it's an interesting call because I would say Monza is quite an easy track to overtake at, so track position doesn't really do you too well. Oh, whoa, Albatross almost lost it, and that bides a good time to go into the pits. When you're losing the rears around Parabolica, that's when you know it's time to box. So, Lorik in P1, and DeRoy not too far behind him in P2. AGHM Tiger very close.
Bumpier all over the back of Jack the Lad, and Bumpier pits as well. Just I thought he was going to make an overtake there. He pits.
Seems like a pretty late entrance into the pit from the little that I saw from him. AGHM Tiger all over the back of Hypernova. Let's see if he can get him down into the second chicane. He's going to have the slipstream, but slipstream doesn't seem to be as powerful as maybe we thought it was. Getting closer though. He's not going to send it though, I don't think. Yeah, no, he remains patient.
He's going to wait for the next DRS straight just before Ascari.
Oh, he gets a lovely exit.
Oh,
Hypernova's lost the rear.
Yeah,
so,
lost the rear, needs it.
Nice little move there for AGHM Tiger. Or maybe that was all part of the plan. He'll get DRS now on AGHM Tiger into Ascari. There we go.
And he hasn't got DRS.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he'll be close enough.
He could follow him here, because it looks like Tiger is faster, so he could just follow Tiger and save himself some time if he can save the DRS strength.
As long as he can hold on through the turns. This isn't a bad strategy call from Hypernova.
If you're pretending it's intentional, that is. Everyone a little bit spread out at the moment, apart from Hypernova and ADHM Tiger.
Yeah. So Albatross, crucially, actually, I don't think we quite caught this, but Albatross did come out ahead of Merv Martin. And he has 3 seconds on him, so Merv, maybe the undercut not working quite as nicely as he wanted it to.
Yeah.
This
might not be what Merv wanted.
3 seconds.
This might not be good for Mervin, because when Tiger pits, if hopefully that spin didn't cost him too much time. If Tiger pits onto those softs, he could just whiz straight back past Merv.
Yeah. Yeah, depending on how soon, because towards the end of the race for the guys who are on mediums now and will choose to finish the race on the softs, the softs will die off quite quickly. So he'll hopefully he comes out quite close to Merv, so he can gain a second or two on the first couple of laps, because the delta will probably be pretty big, I would assume. And
I am going to say lap 10 and 11 is when we're going to see people in. So a couple of laps time, I think.
Yeah, I would
agree with
I would agree with lap 10 for sure. Because if Merv pitted on lap 4, and that was probably early, so yeah, we'll see.
We had Albatross on lap 6, so yeah, 10, 11 I think is when we're looking at.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 people with penalties, DeRoy, Albatross and Stuart Little at the moment. Could be key for Albatross because he is in the fight for the win here, really. So it might not be ideal for him to have this penalty. Stuart Little was a bit on his own after his spin, so I'm not sure that penalty will matter too much. And DeRoy is in a fight. DeRoy's actually doing pretty well at the moment.
Yeah, he's not losing any time to Lorik, so he's equal on pace.
Yeah,
and maybe if he can,
this could be good for DeRoy.
Yeah, 1 lap undercut is definitely possible if he pulls out a really nice lap. He could potentially, if you get maybe into the 1 second, just below 2 seconds, I think there is a serious threat for DeRoy to undercut Lorik.
Well, that time penalty might have really hurt him, though. Unfortunately for him, I don't think he'll be able to have enough time to get the pace, to get the place on him.
That's true.
Unfortunately,
Merv Martin losing time to Albatross quite rapidly, actually. It was 3.7 seconds a couple laps ago, 5.3 now, so Albatross with some quick pace. And
maybe taking it a little bit easy. He did say he was going to be cautious before the race.
That is true.
Thinking of the championship. Run the first move. Yeah, nowhere near track limits there, Mervin. I think he's taking this one a little bit easy. He doesn't want to get a penalty. Just wants to get it across the line.
And honestly, if he finishes here, he'll start up towards the front in the sprint race, so we'll see.
He will. Although there are still a lot of people to pit, so I'm not sure we will see him finishing here.
Speaking of pitting, DeRoy into the pits now.
Yeah.
Onto the mediums. So like you said, lap 10.
Lap 10. Lap 10 is the
bang
time.
on prediction.
Let's see where he comes out. Is he going to come up behind Mervin? Because they were quite similar in terms of position before the pit stops, so let's see whether he stays ahead of Merv or not.
Oh yeah, it's going to be very close.
Merv has been taking it easy.
Between him and Merv.
Merv's coming around Parabolica now.
Merv's going to get ahead, I think. Ooh, it's going to be very close. It's going to be so close.
It's DeRoy. DeRoy's going to keep it, I think, now.
He might, but he's going to have a poor exit or entrance into the chicane, so Merv will gain time through the chicane. Let's see.
DeRoy has kept the place on Merv, but DeRoy is on softs as well.
Ooh, this could get close.
Should be okay to pull away after he gets through this next chicane is safe. I think he'll be okay to pull away.
Yeah. And this is really good for him. He's out in some nice clear air. If he bangs in a nice lap, he could potentially undercut Lorik, depending on when Lorik pits. He was about 2.3 seconds down, I think, when he decided to go into the pits. So now we see Lorik. He's coming into Parabolica now. Let's see what he decides to do.
I assume he'll pit to cover the undercut.
Yeah, I would think so. And yeah, he is pitting. So this is going to be interesting to watch. DeRoy. Oh, Lorik, a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. It's these little mind games that, DeRoy now is going to massively capitalize on this. Oh, Merv Martin, 3-second time penalty.
Tiger's in the pit. Merv with the warning. Yeah, that's not good for Merv. Tiger's in the pits as well.
Ooh, this is... Things are getting
And Hypernova in
spicy!
the pit as well. Hypernova in the pit as well. Merv still within a second of DeRoy, so hopefully you're going to try keep in touch with him, get that DRS, get that toe. Where will he come out in relation to Tiger? Let's see. I
Albatross is
think
going
he'll
to take
come
the
out
lead.
ahead.
Albatross has the lead, yeah. Albatross is sailing out in front. Lorik
Yeah,
and
so
DeRoy.
Tiger is behind Mervin. Key.
Yeah, he is.
Can he catch 5 seconds in 5
Well,
laps?
it really only needs
He's
to
on
be
the
2
soft.
seconds, because Merv has 3 seconds.
Oh
but-
yeah, that's true. That is true.
And if he can
We
get
wanna see
even
that on
closer,
track.
honestly, AGHM Tiger, if he can get close to Merv, he has a good shot at winning this race. Because everyone else ahead of him, who's already stopped, has penalties. So if he can somehow
does.
get close enough, and he's going to be on the fast tire, he might have a chance here. At least at a
Albatross is
podium.
on
Maybe not the
mediums.
win, because Albatross is quite far ahead, but definitely at a podium. So we'll have to wait and see. Jack the Lad.
He's catching quite quickly. He's got a second. He was down to 6 seconds. He got a second in the first sector though.
Wow.
We'll see how he comes towards the second part of this lap. There's less corners towards the second and third sectors though, so he may
True.
struggle to catch. He may struggle to catch. That tyre advantage maybe not as big as he'd like. He is purple though through sector 2, and he's 4.7 behind Merv. Only a few tenths gained through sector 2. It's going to be tough for him. I think he should be able to do enough to get
Albatross, very close
to
to
get a
lead.
place on Merv. We'll see.
Let's see, Stuart Little now
Benny
coming
in
up
the
to the back of Hypernova. DeRoy fastest lap. Let's see if HHM Tiger goes even faster. As he comes across the line. He does not. So DeRoy, very, very quick at the moment. Stuart Little though, DRS wide open, gaining on Hypernova. I don't think he's going to get close enough though. Yeah, not
He
quite
gathers
close
straight line
enough.
speed advantage. I wonder if Hypernova's got less downforce on than Stuart, because he did seem to have a
Yeah, he does.
not really gain at all in the DRS. So.
Yeah, he's rapid in the straights for sure. Whether that's just because of a good exit from Parabolica or, but no, probably the lower wing.
Hypernova is on the soft, Stuart Little on the mediums as
Oh,
well,
okay.
so that may be
That'll
helping
make things a bit
Hypernova.
more difficult for Stuart Little, who was unfortunately looking so good, but then, well, we don't quite know what happened. All we saw was him sliding off into the gravel at the second Lesmo. And,
I want to see that again, because
yeah.
unless he got a rear tyre on the grass and that sent him, but that was a really weird looking spin. It almost looked like he got a shunt to me, but I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
Could there be a
was
penalty
for sure
for Albatross
interesting.
coming his way, maybe? But post-race, we'll see.
Yeah, that is true. We will have to see. Isn't Stuart Little the one that also likes to eat pizza though? So he multiple times he said in the chat, I think this is him, that he'll be eating his pizza during qualifying. So maybe he was trying to get that tasty bite, and it cost him a bit too much. Who knows? Just trying to think of a scenario here. Maybe might have happened, but there we go. AGHM Tiger, like we expected, a 129.2. So that's the fastest lap, and he is rapidly gaining on Merv.
2.5 behind Mervin. And Lorik right behind Albatross now as well, only 1.6 between those two.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a close race to the line between those, because they both have penalties. Although Lorik has 5 seconds, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he sped into the pit lane, but he does have the
Yeah.
soft tires, and it's like we said earlier, easy to overtake around here. Easier to overtake around here. So we'll see. We'll have to wait and see.
This will be interesting, I think, to see how this plays out towards the end. I can't quite tell what's going to happen. It depends on, does Lorik have enough pace? He's not catching Albatross that quickly at the moment, to be honest. The gap isn't really moving.
Yeah, and he only has 2 more laps as well, so he's gonna have to pull out quite a couple laps here to get past and open up a 2-second advantage.
I think Albatross should have this. I think Albatross should have the win here.
Yeah.
I think AGHM Tiger though is right at the back of Mervin now, only 1.4 behind. I think AGHM Tiger will get past Mervin, and he may even be able to get within 3 seconds of DeRoy.
Yeah, because as long as he just needs to gain 2.3 seconds ish in these last 2 laps, and he'll get past. Of course, he's going to be behind Merv though, so that'll slow him up a bit. But he will have DRS to get past, so it's going to be very, very nip and tuck You see,
Stuart Little still following Hypernova quite closely. Benny, though, on the back of Jack the Lad. You may see an overtake for ninth place.
both of them on new soft tires. Jack the Lad really struggling out of Parabolica, taking a very interesting inside line.
Takes a very tight line to them. Not sure that's faster. Benny
DRS open for Benny.
DRS.
Side by side now. He's going to get past before the braking zone, I think. Yeah, he clears him.
Yeah, he's through. Will he be able to pull out 3 seconds, though? That's the question.
Yeah.
They are both on softs.
And he only has 2 laps to do it, so... Tough ask, but Benny
Lorik
definitely
with
has
his DRS
pace.
on Albatross. And AGHM,
yeah, he is so close. He could get him here. Into Ascari, that would be...
Will.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is going to be side by side. Don't lose too much time here, boys. Yeah, he does. Merv not putting up too much of a fight. And AGHM Tiger now has to close 1.4 seconds to DeRoy. The challenge being DeRoy is on the same tires as him, so it's going to be a bit more difficult, I think, to catch DeRoy. But we will see.
He has shown faster pace. And Ulrich, right behind Albatross now, coming down the main straight.
Oh, here we go. This is one of his last chances here. Is he going to send it? He's going to have to, I think. Yep, he's going to go down the inside. Did he outbrake himself, though? He's going deep. Oh.
He's made it stick.
Albatross is going to get a nice exit, though, I think.
He is. This is going to be really close.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be side by side into the second chicane as well, I think. Lorik just has to defend the inside here, make him go the long way around. Or not. Oh, he's doing a bit of blocking. Side by side now they are. Oh, he pushes him onto. Yeah, he pushed him onto the grass there a bit. Albatross had to back out of it. Oh, almost lost it as well, I think. AGHM Tiger.
And in doing so, has lost a lot of time. Could Lorik pull out 1 second around this last 2 sectors here and maybe get the win?
Yeah, he's not going to have DRS, I don't think, down this straight. But he will have some slipstream, I guess. He doesn't have DRS, so
he doesn't have DRS.
Albatross has to, or Lorik, sorry, has to fully send it through Ascari if he wants any hope of winning. AGHM Tiger, meanwhile, 7 tenths off of DeRoy. He's also gonna have to fully send. We're gonna see some big sends.
Lorik needs spun.
Oh, yeah, he is. He's going very slow. Albatross now is gaining on him very quickly. Oh, they're gonna. Oh, he's gonna be so close.
It's gonna be close. I thought I saw yellow flags there coming around the second left.
Yeah, I think it was Benny. Albatross is going to come across the line to, I believe, take the win here off of penalties. On track, he's second.
Tiger has not done enough to catch
He has not, unfortunately. So DeRoy holds on to P3. HHM Tiger, unfortunately, after starting P1, has to settle for P4. Merv Martin, who could win the championship in this next sprint race, P5. Hyped Nova, P6, just behind him, Stuart Little. Het Boompje still to cross the line, will most likely be P8. And then Benny and Jack the Lad could still... No, he's a bit too far back to jump Benny.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's going to do it.
That is the race. Race 1, finished. Good race though. Spiced up towards the end. They were spread out for a bit, but they did get a lot closer towards the end.
Yeah, that's for sure. Penalties played a pretty big part, I would say.
They did. Hopefully the sprint race is a bit closer, and we should see everyone pushing for those. I'm not sure how many laps the sprint race is going to be. Maybe
probably about 10, maybe 10, 11, I think, something like that.
Okay,
that's my prediction.
It could be good. Hopefully we see everyone sprinting together, not too many gaps in the field, and we just see everyone going all out. See lots of fighting. Merv and Albatross going to be starting next to each other in this sprint race.
Oh boy.
Which will be interesting. Lots of penalties around Monza. Lots of penalties so far.
Het Boompje proclaiming that Campos master plan incoming for the sprint race. I'm getting intense dive bomb into turn 1.
Yeah. Well, Boompje is on pole for the sprint race, so Boompje might hold up the entire field here.
That would be a bold strategy. So, results for the weekend so far: Merv Martin has not outscored AGHM Tiger by 9 points, by the 9 points that he needs. So, still very much in the race, or in the game, I should say.
Yeah, although Merv does have a significant advantage going into Brazil, so I'd imagine he should be okay.
Yeah.
But will he win the championship this weekend? Maybe
We'll have
not.
to wait and
Tiger
see,
is
won't we?
starting one behind him. Tiger's only starting one place behind him.
Yeah.
So this could be close.
Side by side. Merv's going to
I
try and make his
wonder if
car
Tiger's going to send it.
as wide as he possibly can.
Exactly. I think Tiger's really going to send it into turn one. I think he should. If he wants, he needs to get ahead of Mervin, really. Get as many points as he can. But will he blow the start? We'll see.
DeRoy
By the start,
passed
the
the
pressure gets
champagne or
involved.
Bacardi. That's a podium. Indeed it was. He has himself a celebratory drink. Not too many, though. You still need to make it through the sprint race.
Yeah, we don't want to see you spinning out, DeRoy.
Yeah,
That was a good race, actually.
it was indeed.
DeRoy, we kind of went a little bit unsung for the first half of that race.
Yeah, DeRoy was the dark
chilling
horse.
a
We
bit.
didn't really pay too much attention to him. But he made his way through quietly and ended up with a podium. DeRoy, honestly,
laps, you're right,
underrated,
11
I
laps.
think, for this league. Because, you know, DeRoy, like, I think, when I think of, like, the big hitters here in F2, you know, it's the three Italians, so Lorik Albatross, AGHM Tiger, Merv as well, I would say, and then occasionally Stuart Little and DeRoy. But DeRoy, honestly, has been up there with the top three, I think, more often than we've expected. So shout out to DeRoy for being quite quick in these F2 cars.
Yes, this
Especially
will
in
be
race
bad
pace.
for Bumpier, because he's only 10 points behind Bumpier in the championship, and DeRoy's just got
Yeah.
a podium, and Bumpier was 8th. So this could be bad for them in bad for Bumpier in the championship. However, he does start on pole. Albatross has been disqualified, and no one else has, which is slightly confusing, because I'd imagine
Albatross.
he hit someone, and normally both people get disqualified.
Disqualified.
Interesting. Not sure why he's been disqualified then, or what happened. But
Not gonna
that's
help
going to be
him,
bad
though.
for his race start, because he will have awfully cold tyres.
Het Boompier with what looks to be a custom Campos helmet. He's got the orange and the dark blue, black going on. So clearly getting ready to celebrate the Campos constructors if they clutch it up. How do you know how many points they need to win the constructors?
Not how many they need. They are 80. They're 85 before the weekend in front of Trident. So
Oh wow.
yeah, they have a good advantage in the
So
constructors.
yeah, as long as they. I don't think they'll win it, but
no, yeah.
they're gonna be, yeah. Because I think they've been losing a bit too. Well, they definitely lost a bit to Trident in the first race here. They might lose some
Definitely.
again. I'll be back in 10 seconds.
Oh, we've got a spin on the formation up. Who's in the wall? Who was that? Oh, it's Tom Piraga in the wall on the formation lap and been disqualified. Albatross, AGHM Tiger also disqualified. So we've had 3 disqualifications, 2 of them coming down the final straight. I wonder if there was contact between Tom and AGHM Tiger there down the final straight.
All right, you want to call the start here? Last time yeah, everything's happened so fast.
Sure,
I
let's
couldn't-
go for it.
I couldn't even keep up.
I'll give it a go. It's going to be
All right,
tricky. Give
sounds
it a
good.
go.
I'll just try and film or catch as much of the action as I can.
I've got position change up. I've got the intervals. Let's have a look. 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we're away. Well, Bumpier's away for me,
Bumpier.
but no one else.
Yeah,
I can't see what's
Bumpier
happening.
might have a problem. I'm going to invite him really quickly before the race starts. You just tell us what's happening.
Oh, by the look of it, Hypernova, although has also got a good start all over the back of him. Mervin going to dive down the inside of Hypernova. Hypernova trying to go around the outside of Stuart Little, who's also
Oh.
bottleneck. Oh, and we've got DeRoy
Hypernova.
cutting the
Or was
corner.
that DeRoy?
I think. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was DeRoy cutting the corner.
Wow.
AGHM Tiger still in 5th behind Merv. We haven't seen many changes actually in position. We have Tom Piraga up 3 though, Albatross down 2 with those cold tyres, Jack the Lad down 1. Other than that, we haven't seen any changes. Relatively unchanged then at the start of this race. Interesting. Bumpier 10 seconds ahead for me. I'm not sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
There could be issues. Merv and
I'm
Stuart
gonna-
Little. Merv has got... Sorry, Merv and Stuart Little. Merv and Hypernova. Merv has got past him into the second chicane. And DeRoy only a 10th behind AGHM Tiger. Merv could maybe clinch this here. He's up into P3. He's within a second of Stuart Little. If he can keep that, then he could be maybe in the lead of the race here, because Bumpier has some issues. We're not sure. Merv could be in for a potential win if he can stay within a second here. Tiger's going to want to get past Hypernova as quick as he can. Otherwise, this could be causing issues for his championship hopes. Got Alaric right behind DeRoy, looking for a move on the inside of Parabolic, and settling down, I think, coming into lap 2. Lorik still right behind DeRoy here. They've got almost like a four-way fight. HHM Tiger right on the back of Hypernova. Going to go for a move. Is he going to dive down the inside? He is.
Oh, here he goes. He has the inside line. Ooh.
Got it done.
Hypernova had to take a bit of an excursion
on
the bumps. He's gonna have a poor exit then. Het Bumpier. So I set the AI level to 90, so he shouldn't be losing too much time, thankfully. And I hope that when he joins back, he just slows up enough so that he's basically a second in front of Stuart Little.
Hopefully,
yeah.
We'll see.
So he shouldn't lose too much time.
DeRoy right on the back of Tiger, still here. We have Lorik right on the back of Hypernova as well. Right, very close going to the second Lesmo, and has got a much better exit. He should be past Hypernova.
Tom Piraga is going to get past Lorik as well. They're side by side into Ascari. Here we go.
It's going to be very close.
Oh boy. Oh. Tom Piraga gets pushed a bit. Oh, almost lost it. Good save though. But he's going to have a poor exit, and he's going to lose some time there to Albatross. 4 of them now going into Parabolica, all of them wanting
this is it.
the first position.
Piraga on the outside, Lorik on the inside, keeping the position. There's been a wiggle at the back from someone. Albatross has got ahead of Benny. Oh, this is very close stuff. It's really hard to tell what's going on. Albatross fighting again. There's 3 of them going into turn 1, side by side, almost 4 wide, just about 3 wide. And it looks like we're going to have Lorik staying in
P7. And that's someone spinning.
Tom Piraga's round.
Tom Piraga is round.
So,
HHM Tiger.
Lorik, P7, Albatross 8, Benny 9, HHM Tiger. DeRoy right on the back of HHM Tiger.
Could DeRoy clinch another podium here? He's looking good so far. He's right on the back of HHM Tiger. HHM Tiger will have DRS though for a bit of defense.
Yeah. Will he better get past Merv? He's going to want to.
That's the question, yeah. So at the moment, I don't think Merv wins the championship. If they finish like this, I don't think Merv wins. But I don't think he does. It will be very close and very, very difficult for HHM Tiger to win if it does end this way.
Exactly. Phil's starting to spread out a little bit now. Bumpier, obviously, still not really in the race. We'll ignore him for now.
His Wi-Fi crashed earlier, so I'm afraid that might have been the problem. But thankfully, he isn't losing too much time. And when he rejoins, I hope that he, respects it and drops back to the, to the front of the field. Gets in the mix with them.
Exactly. We have Merv Martin, only 6/10 by students with DRS. HHM Tiger right behind him, DeRoy right behind him. A little bit of a DRS train here, forming here behind Stuart Little. Can Merv make a pass for what could be the lead?
Yeah, Merv, it's also going to be a nice little defense mechanism from HHM Tiger, if anything.
It is only less than 2 tenths coming up to the second again. Is he going to try and make a move?
It looks like he will. He's going to go outside. As they're side by side into the second chicane, Merv's going to give him some nice room as well. It looks like HHM Tiger might get the pass done. Ooh, almost spins. DeRoy says thank you very much and comes through for 4th. DeRoy now, like we said, in a very nice position to get right past Merv Martin here, maybe in this DRS zone, depending on the exit he gets.
Merv has lost DRS as well. Merv has lost DRS, which is
Het Bumpier is back. So, Het Bumpier, if you are listening, just drop back a bit to within or just over a second of Stuart Little, as DeRoy now is he going to go for it into Ascari. He got very close to the back of Merv Martin, that's for sure. But he remains patient. He's going to have another chance on the start-finish straight.
Lose a bit of time around Ascari.
Yeah.
Because he went a bit too close. He lost a bit of time there, although he will have DRS coming down the main straight, which will be I think enough to pass Merv here.
Yep, DeRoy's back in control of his car now, so hopefully he waits up a bit.
You mean Bumpier?
Yeah, it looks like he is.
DeRoy. Yeah. Delta's falling.
Yeah,
DeRoy
Delta's falling.
going to go down the inside of Merv into turn 1. He is ahead before he gets there. He's
Oh.
braked a little bit later.
Oh, AJHM
Oh,
Tiger has
Tiger.
completely messed it all up. DeRoy, what in the world has happened
hit
here?
DeRoy there a little bit, but it's okay. Tiger's got a
AJHM
penalty
Tiger
for that, which
has
he might
completely
want to move
dropped down the
afterwards,
field.
but that's, yeah.
DeRoy now
Probably
going to
the
go
end of
side
his
by side with
championship,
Merv.
maybe.
He's going to take the inside line this time. How is that going to work for him? I think. Oh no, that's 3
He's got the
seconds.
corner and got a
Merv
penalty.
though is going to have a poor exit, so DeRoy will get ahead. And from the pace that we've seen from him, I think he could potentially pull away as we have someone spun at the back of the field. That is Benny through the second chicane, unfortunately, with a bit of a spin. Ooh,
See, I
Merv.
wonder if DeRoy will ask for that penalty to get removed again because it's racing incident. So maybe
Yeah.
ignore the penalty for this. I'm
Yep,
not sure.
but Merv Martin now, he's going to get him back into Ascari. They're going to go side by side. DeRoy, though, braver on the brakes, it seems. Merv Martin, though, with a nice outside line.
Mervin, yeah, done very well.
Oh, and was that a bit of a love tap
the
from
exit.
DeRoy? he
Yeah,
pushed.
blew the exit.
Yeah, Merv. Yep. This is good for
He's
AJHM
lost
Tiger, though.
He's going to lose another one. He's going for
Yeah.
Hypernova. He's down to P7.
Yeah, and he might
This
lose
is
out
awful
to
for Merv.
he might lose out to AJHM Tiger as well, who's just chilling at the back here, waiting to pick up the scraps. So this is a massive train of cars, all ready to pounce on each other's mistakes. So
Lorik about to get
now
past
is
DeRoy.
yeah, Lorik's gonna try and get past DeRoy now. This is gonna be side by side, and they're going 3 wide, back farther. Oh my goodness, DeRoy though still very brave on the brakes from DeRoy. But he slots in behind Lorik for the time being.
Hard to even tell what happened there. Merv, AJHM Tiger,
AJHM Tiger
is
has
ahead
passed
of
Merv.
Merv.
Merv Martin though, ooh.
Oh, Merv's not going to be happy about that. I'm not sure whether he caught the curb and got tapped, but he had a bad exit out of that Ascari, and that has really dropped him through the field.
Meanwhile, at Bumpier, behind Stuart Little.
Yes, Stuart Little.
Whether or not that was like a he let him
He's heading
pass
through
or
or not, I'm not sure.
yeah.
But Bumpier is within DRS and may be able to make another move. Albatross right behind Hypernova here. This is very extremely close. We've got so many cars coming up to Ascari here. Ooh! AJHM Tiger nearly weaved into the back of Albatross there. he has no room on the inside. Albatross has actually made a move up on Hypernova. What a great move from him around the outside. And AJHM Tiger going to go around on the exit of Ascari, coming up towards the inside of Parabolica.
Merv could benefit off
move
this. He's getting
done.
a double slipstream. And if one of these
He
guys
is.
makes a mistake, he's going to have a lovely exit. Oh yeah.
Tiger is through. Merv will get a double slipstream and DRS. You're right.
Had
They
Bumpier
should all have DRS.
side by side now with Stuart Little as well. So much happening. Into turn 1,
Bumpier's
Bumpier gets
through.
ahead. Hyped Nova now side by side with AJHM Tiger. Will Merv make this 3 wide? Yes, he will. Oh, no, he won't. As they
Not
go
quite.
down into the first chicane, yeah.
Tiger
still side by
is
side.
just about holding off
Yeah.
from Hypernova. Will Merv be able to get past
again is going to get a
Hypernova
lovely
here?
slipstream off these guys. But where is he going to go? It's quite narrow here. They're making their cars
Could
quite
he
wide
fit?
as well.
He is. This is going to be very, very
Oh,
tight
boy.
between these two. Oh, slight wiggle there from Hypernova.
Yep. All right. AJHM Tiger gets ahead. Now he has to chase Albatross before yeah, the Hyped Nova uses DRS to get past him again. DeRoy seems to be quite content, chilling behind Lorik for the time being. But he's going to be looking to get past, no doubt about that. Merv Martin right behind Hyped Nova now. Ooh, as they made a bit of contact.
Tap there.
Hyped
I
Nova's
think
gonna stay
Hypernova
ahead.
will not have DRS going into the main straight if he carries on
I
with
don't
this gap
think so,
behind
yeah.
AJHM Tiger, which should help Merv.
Oh, or
make
he
the move.
Merv might get it here on the exit, which actually
Hypernova
might
really lost
end
it
up biting him. If I were Merv, I would lift at the moment, let him get DRS.
I think
Yeah,
he is.
he's going to get DRS, I think. So he'll be good. He's going to get a lovely exit.
Although it's going to hinder him through Parabolica because he's getting blocked by Hypernova. He's taking
Yeah.
a slower line.
But Slipstream and DRS will get him.
Oh,
get him
Stu
past
Little
him.
back past Bumpier down the main straight as well.
Ooh, Hypernova
move
getting
to the
very
lead.
close to the back of him.
Merv should be through on Stuart Little here and is.
Stuart Little has won an F2 race here in this league before. Het Boompier, though, still looking for his first one, so Het Boompier is not going to let go easily of Stuart Little, that's for sure.
We've got De Roy, only 3/10 off the back of Lorik here.
Yeah, he's so close. He's going to need to
This
get a
will be
move on, though,
interesting.
if he wants to get past, because he does have that 3 seconds, which, yeah, he would drop down to 5th at the moment if it stayed like this.
Exactly. Let's see if he can do anything coming up to Ascari. He's had a bad exit out the second Lesmo. He's
Yeah.
too far back now. Boompier, though,
Albatross.
only 5/10 behind.
Albatross could get
I've got 2/10 behind.
close, not close enough, though, I don't think. Yeah, no.
Not quite. De Roy has DRS, so that's going to help him out there.
Oh, Het Boompier is so close to Stuart Little. These guys are going back and forth non-stop.
Every main straight, the lead changes hands every time. Good parabolica from Boompier, very smooth. Stuart Little, though, I think has got a slightly better exit. It might be dirty there, but he's only 3/10 behind here, Boompier, so he should have enough speed with
Yeah,
DRS.
Boompier is going to get close,
Take
that's
this
for
to
sure.
turn one.
We're going to go side by side, it looks
Oh, it's
like.
going to be very close. Stuart Little has a lot of speed down this main
Yeah,
straight.
Stuart
I
Little.
wonder if he's got a very low,
He has some low
downforce
wings,
setup on here.
it seems. Slightly lower than
very low.
Het Boompier.
Must do. Because that was, well, quite frankly, quite impressive how much speed he had, considering
Yeah.
Boompier had DRS. I'm amazed he didn't catch more. Boompier might have to get within almost 2/10 of a second here to actually get past you.
Oh, De Roy might have a look at
DRS.
Lorik now. The second chicane, no, he's just barely too far back.
Not quite close enough.
Oh, he did a really nice job though through the
Quite
second
close
chicane. Got quite close to the back of Lorik. Even if De Roy just keeps it like this and keeps putting a lot of pressure on Lorik, you know, this could force Lorik into some mistakes, force Lorik into some exceeding track limits penalties. So you never know. He just has to keep this up. Obviously, it would be ideal if he got past, but yeah.
Boompier still right behind Stuart Little. Being careful there not to get penalties there, Boompier. I think he might have gone wide. He was going to go wide and lift it a little bit to make sure he's not going to get any penalties. He wants this win. Right behind Stuart Little again. Going to get the Stuart Little locks up. That could be bad for him.
Ooh,
I think
yeah,
Boompier's got a little bit slow on the exit though.
Worse exit.
Although Boompier has got a better exit than Stuart Little. Stuart Little weaving straight out the DRS. Is Boompier going to have enough speed?
Oh, he's closer this time.
He's within 2/10. He is closer.
Yeah, they're going to go side
He's
by
gonna make
side.
moves
Here
to the
they go.
inside.
Oh,
Stuart Little much
Boompier
later on the
backs out of it.
brakes. Is he outbraked stuff? No, he hasn't.
No, he
Boompier
hasn't.
is almost
Good
backing
stuff.
out of it, I think, there. Maybe Boompier is going to wait until the last lap, or wait until this time round to make the move, so Stuart Little doesn't have a chance to get back past him. This
That
could be
would
smart
not
for
be a bad
Boompier,
idea.
because he wants to maybe take the lead going into the last lap.
Doesn't want to risk letting Stuart Little get past again.
Exactly. He's very close. Merv kind of in a bit of a world of his own here.
Yeah,
4
he's-
seconds behind Tiger.
Oh, and De Roy gets another 3 seconds, so that's going to ruin his race.
That's going to
By
drop
quite a
him
bit.
behind Albatross, behind Tiger, maybe even behind Merv.
Yeah, potentially behind Merv as well.
Potentially behind, but no. Who knows? I'm not
Yeah.
sure quite what the gap is. Maybe behind.
Oh, and Albatross is going to
Oh,
sneak up the
Albatross to
inside
fourth.
of De Roy. De Roy looks to just get a bit wide out of the second Lesno.
Boompier could have made a move there and he lifted off. He got within half a tenth and I think lifted off. He wants this going into
Oh!
turn one. Stuart Little with a penalty.
3 seconds.
Oh no!
Het Boompier now.
Boompier is gonna
Well,
be
he doesn't have to
smiling
do
now.
anything.
I think
Oh,
he
and
wants it.
AJ Tiger is
the
out.
race.
This could
Oh,
be.
he's dropped it on the end. At the end of the Ascari chicane, Merv could have the title here if he gets enough points.
This could be the title right there for Merv Martin.
Oh, it's not what Tiger wanted to do. Is Boompier going to have enough to get past Stuart Little? He looks a bit further back this time. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it, but he doesn't even
I
need
don't
to
think he
anymore.
will. Yeah,
I think he
he'll
wants it
play
on
safe.
track. I'm sure Boompiers going to want it on track, right?
Yeah,
Oh, almost tapping the back of him.
got close of him.
Hopefully, he has a good fight into the last lap.
Oh, he's gonna have a nice exit
He's
as well.
close to the front. Oh, they're holding the interval almost exactly the same coming out the exit here. They've both got pretty solid exits. Boompier with a bit of slipstream, not going to be close enough into the second chicane. Yeah, he's a little bit closer than that. Boompier just going to make sure no penalties come his way. Have a look at the race to see if he's got any warnings. Bumpier, one warning there. Bumpier has got 2 warnings, so he doesn't want to get another warning.
He needs to be careful then.
Yeah.
Especially through
Maybe he's going to play it safe.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't completely mess it up through Ascari, he'll be fine.
Oh, Stuart Littell had a bad Ascari though, and Bumpier may be able to get the move done actually just before Parabolica. This could be. This could be
go side by side into Parabolica, that's for sure.
Track. But I'm surprised he went for the outside there. I would have tried to do it for the inside. Going to be close, get a slight bit of contact, I think.
He's going to
might get a better exit.
But not enough. Het Bumpier, though, nonetheless, is going to come across the line to win the feature, or sprint race, sorry, for Campos here in Italy. Wait, what in the world?
Dropped way down to me. What's happened there?
I think it's a glitch with the thing. Because he's definitely won the race.
Having any penalties?
Oh, it might have been because since he left the session, he went off the start early, I guess. That could be
maybe
what happened. Because Stuart Littell, oh, he did have 3 seconds. So Lorik does take P2, Albatross P3.
He does.
Het Bumpier does win the race. Don't worry, Het Bumpier.
I believe it's a win here for Bumpier.
Yeah.
Good race in the end.
And we are about to see if we can confirm that Merv Martin has become the driver's champion, but we have to wait and see. The pressure is rising.
You might have done it with that.
You might have, yeah.
Tiger needs to not do that. That was the worst thing he could have done.
Yeah, yep.
We'll see how this pans out. Let's have a look at the overall.
Come on, standings. Time to load. Oh, podium celebrations first. My bad.
Merv Martin has got 18 points from the weekend. Tiger has also got 18, so no.
It is not.
The exact same amount of points.
Fair enough. It all goes down to the final round.
It does. There's 4 points for pole, really helping Tiger out here.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Albatross looked to have won the weekend. I believe he still will have, even with Bumpier winning the last race. So well done to him. Lorik second.
Alright, so what we're going to do... So yeah, results for the sprint race. Lorik, Het Bumpier takes the win. Lorik in second, Albatross in third. Stuart Littell fourth, Merv Martin fifth, DeRoy in sixth, Hyped Nova in seventh, Tom Piraga eighth, Benny in ninth, Jack the Lad in 10th, and HHM Tiger in 11th after unfortunately DNFing. So, this also means that Campos officially has won the Constructors' Championship. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring in both Campos drivers and we're going to interview them. I don't have any questions ready. I'm just going to go off the top of my head.
Wing it.
And yeah, so I will... Actually, could you invite them into the party?
I will invite them.
Or... Alright, cool. Thank you. So yeah, Merv and Het Bumpier, we will have you guys in for an interview.
There's Merv. I invited Merv. I'm just trying to find Bumpier in my friends list. Give me a second. There he is. Alright, so wait for them to join the lobby.
Oh.
There it is. I can never hear Merv straight away. It takes us a while.
Yeah, it does take a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Good race for the Campos team.
Fun stuff.
Still loading. I haven't got in quite yet. Give him a second.
Hello.
Martin!
Yeah.
How does it feel to be Constructors Champions?
I don't know if you won the Constructors. I'm pretty sure we won the Drivers only today.
You did not win the Drivers, unfortunately. I hate to break it to you. Oh, you did?
Yeah, because
I was told you need 9 points more
AJHM had to outscore me.
Oh, he had to outscore you. Oh,
yeah,
I thought you had to outscore him by 9. Okay.
No, because I was ahead. He had to outscore me by wait, let me check. He had to outscore me by 11 points.
11. Oh, I thought it was you had to outscore him by 9.
And I think we both got 18 because he DNF'd at the last corner, pretty much. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I'll take it.
All right. Well, then, how does it feel to be the inaugural F2 Drivers Champion here in TRL?
Well done, Marv.
Thanks. I mean, at the start, it was. I mean, with all due respect, it wasn't as hard. But then these 3 Italian guys came in and from out of nowhere, and they were bloody rapid. Like, they were insanely rapid, and I was sweating a bit. And just put in a bit more practice just to be a bit consistent. Obviously, I wasn't as fast as them today, but no mistakes. Had decent starts. Try not to get myself involved in any of the craziness that happened quite a few of the laps. But yeah, I mean, obviously, at the start of the season, Andre, you'll remember we had a great battle with Carlin.
You guys did.
Me and Bumpier against Duroy and Hyped Nova, and then Trident came on the comeback. There, Bumpy joining us now. Trident on the comeback. But yeah, I think it's a great first season of F2. I think. I mean, the racing's been pretty incredible. I'd say it's very entertaining. A lot of clean battles. Yes, it feels good though. It feels good to take the first dub.
It is a lot of fun to watch, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so one more question for you. Does your guaranteed win in the Drivers' Championship change anything that you guys are gonna do into Brazil? Are you gonna, I don't know, favor like giving Het Bumpier a bit more of a slipstream or something in qualifying? Maybe like try and help him potentially win his first race in F2, or does everything stay the same?
I've won a sprint race in Austria.
Oh my bad! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, in my defense, I wasn't there for that, so in my defense, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. So.
Yeah, but I think, I think obviously my job in the drivers is done. Bumpier still has a chance to catch Gebby and the 2 Trident drivers basically.
Yeah.
So we'll see what we can do. It's quite hard to slipstream around Brazil, but
it is. Yeah.
I think our next goal is the constructors for sure. Try and get.
You have a big advantage for the constructors, but a big advantage going to the next race. So hopefully you guys can help each other out and take the win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure.
Double champions, Merv. Double champion.
That would sound very good. It'd be a very nice tag to have in the Discord. I'm not sure what I'm not sure what points from the weekend Trident got, but yeah, we'll wait for the results.
I think they might have outscored you guys slightly.
Oh, they definitely outscored us. They definitely outscored us. They got a 1-2 in the first race, so then I think I'm not sure about the second race.
Well, they both got on the podium for the second as well, so yeah, that's true. They outscored you by a bit.
Yeah. So we'll still have a bit of a lead. So we'll see what we can do. We'll put a bit more practice. Bumpy and I will get in a lobby or something, try and sort something out.
Yeah,
sounds good.
See what we can do.
So are you excited for next season then, guys? Because obviously next season is going to be more competitive. We've got more drivers, and as you said, the second half of the season has been more competitive as more people have joined. So do you think you're ready to do it again next year?
I mean, I'm very tempted to maybe even main the F2 league. You know, maybe slack back a bit on the F1 league because I don't know. I feel like the F1 league is definitely a lot more competitive. Obviously, got you two in it, Bumpy as well, who's lightning quick now. But he always was, but I think he had a bit of a bad luck at the start of the season, and now he's finally getting that good luck that he probably deserves. So, but yeah, we'll see. Everyone's going to be gunning to. I've got a target on my head now. Got to be careful. So, probably got to put a bit more work into F2, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm excited. Very excited.
We'll see if your Wi-Fi denies you the next championship.
That would be tragic. That would be tragic.
Oh, I'm terrified. I'm absolutely terrified. Every time I have to connect to Andre, and it's a bit slow, and then it says error, I start crying. But yeah, hopefully bar any errors, we'll have another good season. With you two maybe on comms, who knows?
We'll see. Well, I wanted to try the F2 league, so I...
Oh yeah, that is true. Jack, be the main commentator. Maybe get...
I can take over.
Serb Wolf on.
Exactly.
Oh no! Ben, we're coming together.
That would be brilliant.
Well,
Bumpier,
thank you for a thrilling...
I believe we're going to give you that win. I believe, despite the random fall at the end with the standings.
Yeah,
how does it feel? You happy with the win?
Yeah, of course. It's I was planning on overtaking Stuart Little at the end again, but then he suddenly got a 3-second time penalty, and I couldn't be bothered to overtake him.
Yeah, what am I on?
At the final corner, we went side to side, but he just defended pretty well. It's hard to overtake around the outside of Parabolica as well.
Yeah,
I thought you backed off into turn 1, so I thought you were going to make the move on the last lap. Is what
that's
I
exactly
thought
what
you
I
were
was
going to do.
planning. On one straight I was just half throttle, and I like on purpose I didn't put the DRS on.
Yeah.
Just to not overtake him.
yeah. I don't know
So
why
nice.
I'm asking Merv Martin about trying to get Het Boompia's first winning when he just won in the sprint race. I'm a bit lost today. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bit
It's the
slow.
vaccine. It's the vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Do you guys know what happened to Tiger? Why did he just spin? Or did he get
He
hit?
lost it on the end of Shikari. Shikari? Ascari.
Ascari.
He lost it at the end of Ascari. I believe he hit the curb and that was it.
Oh,
I think.
wow. I think Bumpy and I were shouting when we saw AJ retired. I was like, wait, is this a win? Wait, have we done it? Have I done it? Ugh. But
What
yeah,
happened
he was
to you
definitely
when you lost
fast
a load
as-
of positions at the sprint
Oh.
race? What happened there after Ascari?
What did
He's
happen?
had a
I
bad
had
exit out
a
of
little-
Ascari and then...
Ladies and
I
gentlemen, you're in for a
had-
treat. Not only are we getting post-race interviews, but we're also getting post-race debriefs between the Campos team.
I think I just didn't get the best run, and then there was a big train of cars behind me. I just got absolutely swallowed. I think I got a bit of a tap from DeRoy at the chicane at some point as well, right at the start. But then obviously ADHM outbraked himself and then went a bit wide, so I didn't lose too much there. But yeah, I got swallowed by that slipstream train as well. So yeah, the Scary was tricky today, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Both of us out.
Well, thank you
No,
guys
that matters because
for.
you're the champion.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the race here in Italy today. Obviously, join us next week for the final in Brazil, where Campos could still clinch.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't won the constructors yet, so anything can happen. And we will see you guys next week. Thank you, Half Shot Perry, also known as Jack, I guess, for joining us. And
No worries, no worries.
yeah, that's gonna do it for that. So we will see you guys next week.